G'day guys, welcome back. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to use this cute little cloud mold that I got a while back that I've never used. I'm not quite sure how I have to sit it, but oh, I thought I had it right. Now I've moved it. Anyway, I'm going to try the cloud technique with the cloud mold. Hope that's right, and see how we go. So I'm going to use these Let's Resin alcohol inks. They are the high concentrated one that the lovely Jill Adair sent me all the way from the US of A. Yay, thank you, Jill, lovely lady. And so yeah, I'm going to try those today. I'm going to do, wasn't quite sure how much resin to make up, so I've made up what have I got, half a cup. I can tell you what I did. I did 100 grams of A and 45 grams of B. And I'm using this one, the Platinum Ultra Clear Food Grade. I didn't actually mean to pick that one up. I meant to pick up the other one, the 360 Plus. I wanted to try that, but picked up the wrong one. So anyway, wasn't quite sure how much to make. So I thought I'd most likely get 2 out of it. I'm going to do it relatively deep. So this is the cloudy effect. I just want to keep that in there because I want to put, I think I'll need 15 grams of white for there, 15 for that. So I'm going to put 30 grams in there. So let's weigh this. I'll do it upside down. I should put my other glove on now. So 30 grams, 1 ounce. I don't know if you can see the scale there, what it says. So 30 grams, here we go. And this is what I'm going to add my white to. 21, 22, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30. There we go. So that's 30. So that's going to be my white cloud mixture. And I think I might as well just put a little bit more into these guys and make them a little bit fuller. I don't think it matters if they're a little bit more full. Probably could have gone for 3. Now, I'm just going to use it up. I like the puffy, cloudy look of this mold. I have got one that's like this big. It's just one, and it's got all these puffy clouds in it. So I have got that one as well, but I haven't used it yet because I can't work out what to do with it, but I'll find something to do with it. All right, so that's, give that a stir. I shouldn't scrape the cup, should I? All right, so there we go. They're not full, but because we're going to be flipping it upside down and we want the other side to be the feature, I'm just cleaning my stick. I don't think they need to be full. So, clouds. They're kind of shades of blue and kind of pink and a bit of purple. I'm just trying to get a baby wipe out. There we go, got a baby wipe out. Yeah, so that's what clouds to me look like. So I've got some blue resin, not resin, ink. I did my little sample here. Sky blue, I thought that one was pretty. I'm going to use that one. Where are you? Sky blue. Midnight, that one. And this one was a bit too purpley, so I'm going to go azure. Where are you? Azure. Okay. And then purple. And then the pink. I haven't finished my little sample thing there, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to let those bubbles settle, and then I'll give them a bit of a torch in there and there. And they can come back up to the surface while I mix up my white. So yeah, 30 grams of resin in there, and I'm going to use the C Deeper. So 30 grams of resin, I'm going to try 30 drops, all right? So bear with me while I count 30 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Right, it's hard to push. These little plastic bottles are quite rigid. It'd been better, I think, if they were a little bit softer. I think, anyway. So last time I did the cloud pour in that kind of boat shape or surfboard shape, you might have watched that video. I did 15 grams of the resin and 20 drops of the white. So I'm reducing it this time. So if I had 15 drops, 15 grams of resin. So I've doubled it. 30 grams of resin, 30 drops of white. I just want to see what it looks like when it's a little bit more transparent, not quite as opaque, and hopefully that's all right. Where's my other one? Is it in here? Oh yeah, there it is. Actually, maybe there it is. Maybe I should stick to. I do like it. Maybe I should stick to, because I know it works. So that would mean an extra 10 grams, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh, let me work it out. It was 15 grams with 20, so 30 grams with 40. I've got 30 in there, which means I need another 10. Let's do another 10. Okay, let's just try it. I'll do it another day with less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we can split the difference. Let's see what it looks like with 5. Playing chicken here with the resin. Because I want it to look like skim milk. People say it should look like skim milk. If it's too heavy, like your white's too heavy, it just sinks. And you don't get that puffy look. Look, I'm gonna try that. I'm just gonna see how we go with that. So halfway between that one and what I was gonna do. Let me change my notes here. So 30 and 35. 30 grams of resin, 35 drops. You can still see the stick through there. Is that what skim milk looks like? I don't know. All right, let's get this show on the road. Torch again. Okay. Give them a bit of a shake. I don't know whether you have to shake these, but let's give them a bit of a shake. So basically you want mainly blue, but I'm going to pop a little bit of the pink in as well, and a little bit of the purple as well. That's the purple, that's the pink. I don't want to get their little lids mixed up. That's the azure. So what I'm going to do is 2 layers of ink and then swirl the white on. Okay, hopefully the white's okay there. It's not going to overheat in there. Hopefully it's okay. All right, let's get going. Just going to kind of put them randomly, but because it's a relatively big mold, I don't want to have like dots of color. I would rather have blocks of color, if you know what I mean, if you catch what I'm throwing you. Now it's a bit tricky. I've got to get underneath in there as well. I'm going to have to get right underneath. I guess they'll spread. Okay, that's that one and that one. I haven't done the midnight yet, have I? It's tricky getting under there. Okay, so that's quite a lot of blue. Now let's put some purple in. Like I said, I just want the purple to be a, you know, just a little hint. Mainly blues. And a little bit of the pink. Have to try and remember where I put my colour, hey? Okay, so that's kind of one layer. Oh gosh, now I can't remember what's what. The azure is more like it's more of a teal almost. I have to try and squish it in there. Kind of squirting it. And the sky blue was the pale one. Look, I don't think it matters. I don't think I'm getting it on the same spot as I put the original colour on. I don't think it matters. They'll all blend, which is what I want. I want kind of like, you know, a sky, pretty blending sort of colour. Try and get in there. It's tricky to get into those little areas in there. I just want everything to be covered. I want the whole surface to be covered. So I can't even remember where I had the purple. I'm just putting it wherever, because I can't remember where I put it. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Okay, this one looks darker than that one. Missing a couple of little areas in that corner. You can probably see better than me what's going on up in that corner there. I hope I'm not getting my head in the way. Okay. All right, I think that looks covered enough. This one's much darker. It's probably just the placement I've had the inks, I guess. All right, now hopefully that's enough colour, hey? Let's put the lids back on, and I'll start putting the white in. I hope it's enough colour anyway. Okay, righto. See, I just wanted to get a wriggle on in case my white started to warm up or something. So what I'm going to do, I wonder if we're still taping. Let me check. Oh yes. I'm going to pinch my little cup, and gee, it's going to be tough to get in there because it's got an overhang. I don't know if you can see if you ever used these, but that's an overhang. So it's like underneath there is the side of the mold. It's going to be tricky for me to actually get the white in there. Might not end up having any in there. I'll do what yeah, I'll just have to do my best. Like so. Oh, I hope I've got enough of the white for this one now. Push it into the corners. Push it into the corners. Trying to get it into the corners. Anyway, it's empty, so yeah, that was just enough. Phew, okay. I wonder what it's going to look like on the other side. It's exciting. It's also nerve-wracking because I don't know what it's going to do. All right, so it is 6:15 in the evening. I think I'm going to give it an hour. Let me clean this off as I go, otherwise the ink tends to stain the molds. Clean it off as you go. Yeah, so I'll come back in an hour. I wonder how much that's actually dropped because the mold's so deep. I've never done one this deep before, so I have no idea. I can see some bubbles popping on the top there. I don't want to torch them because I'm worried that it's going to flame up. But I'll wait for the alcohol to evaporate and then I'll come back and torch it in maybe 5 minutes. So, yeah, I'll come back in an hour, 7:15. and I'm going to give it a swirl. I might swirl it with a bigger thing though, because it's a bigger mold, rather than just doing like a little toothpick or a pin. I think because it's a bigger mold, I need something bigger. Because when I did this one, I think it was like last year I did that one, I just used a big stick. And so I got a bigger movement, I guess, in it. So I think that's what I'll do, but I'll just use a smaller stick. So yeah, similar technique, but a bit different recipe. All right, enough chatting from me. Got verbal diarrhea tonight, haven't I? It just keeps going and going. All right, I'll see you in an hour. So I came back. I set my alarm for an hour. I came back to swirl, and guess what? Oh no, it's set hard. I guess it's because they're deeper. Like, it's quite warm. It's hot to touch. Yeah, I didn't think of that, did I? But anyway, they're set, so no swirling for me. Oh well. I guess we'll just see what they look like tomorrow. It's a shame. I really wanted to. I didn't think that, you know, filling them that much. It's not that much. Like, you know, it's only a finger and a half deep. Anyway, live and learn. Yeah, I'll unmold them tomorrow, and we'll have another go, and I won't pour them as deep. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe it'll still look all right. We'll see. So I was just going to leave this for the morning, and then I thought, no, I'm going to do it again tonight and not make them so deep, because this is flash cured. So I'm going to go again. That way I can unmold both tomorrow. And this one, these two are going to have the Platinum 360 Plus surfboard epoxy in them. That's the one I wanted to do initially, but the bottles look exactly the same. Now I've put 15 grams in there because I'm not sure how much I'm going to need. Give that a bit of a blow. Right, so I made up half the amount. So I only made 55 grams of A and 25 grams of B. So pour that in. Like I said, I want to make sure that I've got enough to cover, and then if there's any left over, I'll add it to my white mix. But I just want to make sure that this is going to cover the base first. I guess it was a bit unrealistic of me to expect that to not flash cure, hey? I'll make sure that all those little ridges are covered. So obviously there's a minimum you can do, pour the resin in. Well, actually I could go a little bit under because I'm going to add the white, aren't I? So there's a little tiny peak just there, but I've got a little bit left. So let's see how much that is. But yeah, when I measured that, it's probably about 2 centimeters, or like 3/4 of an inch deep. It was very deceptive. All right, so let's see if I can get another 15 grams out of this, and that'll take it up to the 30. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, yay! Okay, so that's 30 grams in there again. Probably don't need that much. I'm just going to pour it, a tiny bit left in here. So this is half the amount of resin that I used for those ones. And it's still, you know, we're still getting a decent amount of coverage there, so hopefully it'll be all right. And I will still add some more white in, and that'll lift the height or depth of that resin up. So I guess you've got to be careful not to put too much in. Just move my scale over, wipe my stick. Right, so now I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. So we're going to do the See Deeper, and I've got exactly the same amount in, so let's do 35 again, hey, because that's what I did on the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Oops, that was like 2 there. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. All right. Hopefully that's about right. It's probably out by a little bit, but an extra drop or two. All right, let's stir that. And I'll try and be a little bit more careful about where I'm dropping my ink this time, so that when I do my second layer, I'll be able to see where the colours are. Or maybe I'll concentrate on one first and then move on to the other. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. See what happens. This has probably got too much ink in it. Maybe. I don't know. It's so hard to know. Guess we won't find out until tomorrow, until I unmold. There we go. Look at that. You can see the stick through it. Does that look like skim milk? I don't know. I can't see any of the white here. It's all dropped down. It's gone. Although if you look at the back of that one, I can't see the white on that one either. So, yeah, I guess as far as that one goes, that one looks the same. So just put resin on it and clean it off. Okay, here we go. Let's do this again, shall we? Get my blues and my purple and my pink. Right, let's do this. 1, 2. I'll do both of them. 1, 2. Don't want to get my mold stained. All right, so next to that one I'll put the dark blue. Actually, that hasn't got quite enough resin in it. That little piece there, I don't think it's got quite enough in it. I don't know if I can get any more out. Kind of looks a little bit like it's touching the mold. See if I can get just a couple more drops out. Out you go. Go on. All right. Okay, so that's what have I done? That's those two blues, isn't it? Let's do this blue. And some purple in the corner there. And in the corner. And a little bit of pink. Oh, see, that one hasn't got enough either. That one, like, because they're shaped like this, like that one there is quite high, actually hasn't got any resin in it. You can see the little peaks sticking up there. Okay, so I needed a little bit more resin. That's all right. We'll know for next time, hey? But we needed somewhere between those two, instead of half, maybe 2/3, maybe. Right, so now I'm going to just go in and fill in my gaps. Put some pink up in this top corner here. Okay, and a little bit of this one in that corner there. It's hard to get in there. Oh, looks as if there's like a brown happening. Oh gosh, look at that. I hope not. Hope it stays separated. I wonder if I should put any more colour on it. It's hard to know how much to put on. I can see a little gap there in the middle. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I probably won't put as much ink in these ones as I did with the previous ones. But yeah, definitely needed a little bit more resin because some of those areas haven't got ink on them. I don't know if you can see in there or not. But next time, look, I'll do these two. Actually, maybe I could do them now. It's still early, isn't it? Make up a bit more resin. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Put a little bit more in just so that the bottom's covered because the base isn't actually covered. Okay, let's do some white swirls. Now, I don't feel as if I can put as much in here because they're not as deep, you know? Okay, now they kind of, now it's actually filled up the base there because I've added this white. I've still got some left. I probably only needed, actually I probably only needed the 15 grams. I've probably got 15 grams left. Because with this one I went like that and then I went up again and added more. I just don't know if I should add more. I think if you put too much white in, it goes really pastel and you lose the depth of colour of the ink around it. So I might just, what if I could, oh goodness, what if I make up another little bit of resin real quick and use that? Do you think it'll sit there okay for the next few minutes if I mix up some more? It'll only take me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. That was a quick mix. I mixed it for 4 minutes. I did 50 grams of A and about 22 grams of B. So I probably didn't need quite as much actually because I'm not taking any out for the white. I'm hoping I've got enough left for the white. So let's see if this will give us a good coverage and then I'll know for next time how much I need. So I'll make sure that that's covered but not any more than it has to be. So just covered. Okay, my little peaks there. Make sure all the little peaks are covered. Some areas are lower than others. So I've got a tiny bit left. So if I do need more white, I've got a tiny bit there I can mix up. Now I thought I'm just going to go with yellow, pink and purple with this one because those are all blues. So let's go yellow, pink and purple. Okie dokes. Oh, I should torch. Oh, I'm all in a fluster, rushing before this white goes off. Okay, I should be really giving it more time to get the bubbles out. But all right, here we go. Now the yellow, I've found you do need a lot more of the yellow. Like it's not as, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be quite as heavy as the other colours. So I find that I need more of it. I'm kind of mixing them a little bit to get this pretty orangish colour. Whoops, haven't left any room for my purple. Go back. Push that back a bit. Purple seems to be a bit of a bully. It takes over a bit. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with the yellow, put that over the top. Get 2 layers. Like I said, I find that I need more of the yellow. It just tends to vanish. Get the pink into that little corner there. And then some more purple. Probably don't need as much of the purple, because you can see it's much darker. It seems to cover better. And I'm going to go in again with some more yellow. And a bit more pink. I kind of lost the pink in this one. The purple's taken over. All right. A little bit more yellow. I don't know what it's going to do with so much colour, but we'll see. I don't think I want to put any more purple in. All right, so there we go. See how that one goes. Now let's see, hopefully we've got enough of the white. It's still nice and runny. And this one. It's running out now. Look, you can see how it's puffing up. Oh, that'll do. It's empty now. Okay, so that'll do. So that was 30 grams of resin, 1 ounce, and it did those 4. It'll be interesting to see, actually. Come on, can you get out any more? Can you get out any more? A little bit in there. Just can't get into those edges there. But when I swirl, I'll be, you know, mixing them up to get to the edges as well. Oh, you've got to see this. Come down and have a look. You can actually see it in that one. You can't see it in the darker ones. I'll get these gloves off. Come and have a look. Because if you were doing the 3D bloom, and you'd be happy that your white was doing that. Oh, where am I? Where am I? There. See how the white's puffed up? See how the white's gone all puffy? Hopefully that's doing its thing. It has sunk as well. Hopefully I haven't put too much purple in. The purple's a real bully. It takes over, and then, you know, you hardly get any yellow, but hopefully I got enough yellow there. So that's that one. That's that one. See how it's really hard to get into those edges? Because it's got this, where am I? I'll show you here without getting resin on me. See, it's under there. Anyway, we'll see. So now, it's 7:45. I'm gonna come back and swirl. I'll do them both at the same time. I'll come back actually I better check it earlier just in case this is too deep as well. I'll check it after half an hour. All right, see you soon. Right, it's been an hour. 1 hour. I came and checked it at half an hour because I was worried that it might set up, but it didn't. So that's good. It obviously, when you do it that deep, it sets up really quick, but these have been fine. This one's thicker than that one. That one's leaving a bigger trace, but I think I might just do both of them because I've had enough tonight. I've been in this room so many times tonight. Back and forth, back and forth. Right, so that's the hard one. Probably unmold that actually, but I'll leave it till tomorrow. Okay, now this one, what will I do? I want to get some really nice movement in there. Like I said, I'm using the bigger stick to see if I can do that. So now let me pick a bit up, and can you see? Oh, it's not really leaving. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm just going to go for it. Here we go. Actually, it feels thicker than it looks. Now, it's tricky to... Oh my gosh. This is more difficult than I had anticipated. It's got these lower bits in here and... Okay. Okay. Because it's got the dips in it, so it's really quite difficult to stir. Maybe I can just sort of... I'm trying just to do the top, but because of those ridges, kind of hitting the top of the ridges with the stick. Do you kind of understand what I'm saying? Hitting those ridges with the stick. Okay, there we go. There's that one done. It's actually quite thick and sticky. And I'm just going to turn that over and use the other side, hey? Save a stick. Right, here we go. Try and blend those colours a little bit. Not too much, but I want to do a little bit of blending, you know. Going to go into this one again, and this one doesn't seem to be as blended. There we go. All right, I'm happy with that. Actually, there's no colour in that corner. There we go. That'll do. Okay. Wow. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Actually, I should take these sticky gloves off before I pick up my torch. Now I can see some bubbles because I've, you know, swirled the resin all around in there. I've incorporated some air, so I need to pop those bubbles. I don't know if you can see from up there where you are. I wonder if I can take one of these out. It's gooey on the top there. It could just be ink though. I'm going to do it. Let's see if I can get one out. Oh, look, it's coming out. This has only been a couple of hours, hasn't it? It's because it's flashed cured. Wow, look at that. Hope I didn't move anything too much. Oh, I should have brought you down here. Oh, I'm going to go around here and see if I can... I've got resin on my hand. I'm going to go around the back and see if I can, like, zoom in. I'm just going to turn that one off. I'm going to put my autofocus on. All right, let's see. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, we've got some stuff happening on the sides. Look at that. That's pretty cool. But not much in the middle. Oops. It's sticky. That's the it's the ink. So yeah, it's a bit deep. But that's cool. Look at the sides. That's funny. I wonder why I did it there and not there. Because I did put the white through the center. It's probably because The white has followed the sides down, I guess. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's bobbly. Okay, well there you go. I'll unmold the other one tomorrow. I just couldn't wait any longer for that one. All right, I'll see you in the morning. I'm back. Right, so when I left you last night, I'd unmolded this little creature. And because the resin set up so hard, I didn't have a chance to swirl it. So we've got some pretty effects on the edges there where the white has kind of crept down the sides. But I'm hoping these ones will be better. But let's get this one out. It's no doubt going to be the same as the other one. Because I couldn't swirl it. Right, let's have a little look, hey? Got some nice effects happening on the sides there. Actually got a little bit of, you know, translucency there from the resin. Not the resin, the inks. Because those inks were not opaque. They only turned opaque once we put the white on them. So there we go. Still really interesting though, isn't it? Interesting and pretty. Look at that little bit of pink just there. No, it can't be pink. What is that? Oh yeah, it did have pink in it, didn't it? Yeah, it had a bit of pink and a bit of purple. Yeah, yep. All right, so that's those. Put them in there. All right, let's try this next one, hey? Hopefully it's worked better on this one because I was able to swirl it and it's not as thick. Okay, let's have a little look. Oops, I got something there that needs a bit of a trim. It's best to use, I use my little cuticle scissors. All right, here we go. Ooh, it's much thinner. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. That is so much nicer. We've got swirls through the middle. And we've just got that hint of pink that I wanted and a little hint of purple. You know, I didn't want too much. I just wanted it looking like clouds. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. I can't believe it worked. This was the little one that was, it's at the top there. It's much like higher up. Like it's not as deep down as those ones. So that was the one where I didn't really have enough resin to put in, but it still turned out all right. Just have to trim these little bits off. Yay, that's really pretty. I like that. Right, let's get this other one out. So clouds in a cloud, hey? That's the back. And it's really pretty too. Oh, this little one's got more pink in it. The other one's got more blue in it. What do you think, you guys? Interesting, hey? And it's not like, you know, like a zigzag or a heart, or it's just, you know, the way I swirled, it's just a massive cloudy puffiness. It's really beautiful. I love it. I've got a little bit of, you know, darker areas in there. I've still got ink on me from last night. Oh my gosh. So you can see some depth of colour in there. I'll take a photo out in better light and show you. But I like it how you can see the depth of colour rather than just all pastel. Okay, now on to these two that I'm most excited to see. I mean, I did want to see the blue, but I also want to see what happens with the yellow and the pink and the purple as well, and see which one, if any, has taken over. Oh, look, we've got a little bit of clear there. It's in those corners there. It's really hard to get in underneath those and drop the ink. But I have to try and maybe squirt it from an angle into the corner there. Let's hope we don't get brown. But mind you, purple and yellow are okay, aren't they, together? I think it's the yellow and the turquoise that are not good together. All right, here we go. Oh wow! Wow, look at that. It's much more cloudy, interesting. What's that? What is that? Little drop of yellow. How bizarre. Where did that come from? Look at that cloudiness. Oh, okay, now I remember. You know, it was 8 hours ago. This was the one where I made up the new resin, didn't I? But I added the old white from the previous resin. Yeah, look at the light coming through. Wow, look at that. It's a bit more dull looking that way, but when you look at it like that with the light coming through behind it, it's really pretty. So this is, I guess, what happens when your white maybe starts setting up a little bit more. Interesting. Quite like it. Totally different to that one. I'm just a bit, I would have liked my colours to be a little bit more bright. That's it. That's the only thing. Maybe I didn't put enough ink in. I thought I was putting enough ink in. Oops, we're stuck. We're stuck. Hang on, let me fix that. Okay, got it. That was the really little shallow area there. It got a bit stuck. Okay, here we go. And let's have a look. Oh, it's really pretty. Look at that. Look at the wispiness. Wow. So pretty. I guess the only maybe downside with the clouds, because it's such a deep mold, the color tends to sit on top more. But the purples worked really well. It's just, you know, that yellow I said to you, it's not a very strong color, so I probably needed more of it. But I mean, it's still there, it's just not very dominant at all. We've got all the little wispies in the center there. It's so pretty. Well, let me know what you think, guys. Clouds in clouds. And if you like it, I'll have another go at this mold. Maybe some different colors. And also let me know what you think. Like, do you prefer this thicker white? When I'm doing my 3D blooms, I let my white thicken before I add it. And then this one here was the white that had not thickened. I don't know if you can see any difference at all. That's the white that thickened, and that's the white that didn't thicken. So you get a different look, I guess, because this one's not blending as much. Anyway, I need a coffee. I haven't even had a coffee yet. I was so keen to see what these looked like. I came straight out to this studio. So there we go, my little clouds in clouds. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you real soon for the next video. Okay, thanks for watching, you guys. Love you all. Bye for now.